Shalom.
Shalom, shalom, shalom. Hey man, we'd like to give fitting honors to our Lord and Savior, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at GMS. Salutations to you brothers that are doing the work sincerely and not for vainglory. Big ups to the house of Dawadah, the men, women, and children. We are the shepherds of the Red Camp. I'm here with the brothers from GMS Charlotte. My name is Priest Darwan Kabal. So my name is Priest Darwan Mayum. All right, this is my brother, my blood brother. Okay, Tazawan Kabal, man. All right, GMS Charlotte. This is my other brother. Right, we represent the shepherds of the Red Camp. Big ups to Priest Karak Kakahan, Priest Rob Shapat, Priest Barazal Kabal, Priest Malak Bal. All right, we're gonna jump right into it. Right now they have a movie called The Woman King. Okay. And you know, Esau is playing on the lack of intelligence, the ignorance of our people. You know, they want us to galvanize behind this movie because it's supposedly embracing African culture. You know, the strong woman, the woman king. Like, what is a woman king? Hey, that America discriminates because when was it last time they ever had a woman president? It has never been a society that led by a woman and conquered anything. Okay? You got to understand that, man. So what they doing is trying to push a vibration about women that was conquering. But guess what? Them people from Benin, right? I think they were called the homie, right? They was heavy into slave trafficking, man. Okay? So those wasn't no Israelites. Right. Those was Hamites that was at war with the Israelites. The ones that moved and after 70 AD, we migrated into that land. All right. But it's something that's even deeper than that, man. Okay. And that's why the video is called The Tree of Forgetfulness, man. Understanding what that was about. Do you know that they set up a tree right before we got on the slave ships and made us walk around and put curses on us, had the voodoo priests out there, the Hamitic priests out there, asking their God to make us forget everything about who we are, where we come from, our language. We're gonna read the article real quick. Let me get the definition of discontinue. I just want to start off with this precept real quick. This is Jeremiah, okay? The book of Jeremiah 17:4, and thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee. So the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua gave us a heritage, man. All right? And brothers like us was giving back our heritage through the apostles and elders of GMS. Because those are the men that woke us back up through the Holy Spirit, who we were. Prior to that, I just thought I was a dude from Brooklyn, East New York. You know, I'm from a certain block. We sell drugs. Brownsville never ran, never will. You know? Come on, man. And I was lost just like them. Dog would be playing basketball all day, messing with females. It says, but what happened? I got discontinued. Yeah. Now, when you look at that word discontinue, you got that?
Yep, this is the word discontinue in the free dictionary. To stop doing or providing something, to end or abandon, to cease making, to cease subscribing to a publication. And what is the publication? This book, man. And this is what we stopped adhering to. We ceased from actually being able to remember who we were. All right. Because when we discontinued from our heritage, we didn't know where to go from that point, man. All right, because pursuing the First Kings 2, right? When David spoke to his son Solomon, he told him on how to operate in order to live a prosperous life. But with us discontinuing from our heritage, we pretty much were set on a path that led to a road of destruction, man.
That's right. All right. It says, and I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in the land which thou knowest not. So we got discontinued first. You see, they wiped out our computer. They wiped out our membrane. They wiped out our memory. And then we got brought to America to serve what? In a land that we didn't know, to serve our enemies, man. Now, when you go into this movie, Viola Davis, all right, she's the main star, and this girl named Lashana Lynch, all right? And it's pretty much about female warriors that was to protect the African kingdom, the homies, all right? They claim they were skill and fierceness unlike anything the world has ever seen, all right? It said that they faced with a new threat. General Nanisika trains the next generation of recruits to fight against a foreign enemy that determined to destroy their way of life, okay? And you know who they was fighting against, really? The Israelites.
Right.
Because when you go into the history, the homies was working hand in hand with who? Esau. Amalek was supplying the boats. Ishmael. All these nations was helping, helped out with our forgetfulness, man. It says, and I will cause thee to serve thy enemies in the land which thou knowest not, for ye have kindled a fire in my anger, which shall burn forever. Okay? So the reason why we was brought on these slave ships with the assistance of the Africans, see, y'all people think everybody that's black are Israelites.
Right.
Oh, this is a black movie empowering Africa. We are not Africans, man. We're Israelites that was living in Africa.
That's right. Right.
Okay? We have a long history with the so-called Africans, the Hamites. All right? But we are not Hamites. All right? Yeah, pretty sure we got somebody else.
Yeah, you got it. Go. No. Yeah.
This is Psalms chapter 62 and verse 4. They only consult to cast him down from his excellency. They delight in lies. They bless with their mouth, but they curse inwardly. Selah. All right, and as the brother was speaking on, right, you had the homies that was working with the Edomites. All right, they were working in tandem against who? Jake. Israel, who was their enemy. All right, they all came together to consult to cast us down from our excellency, man. All right, and as we're going to continue walking through the lesson, we're going to show forth that. All right, via the various practices that were taken against Jake to pretty much suppress us to the fullest extent, man.
Well, like I said, they're doing this now because first they started off with a movie called The Black Panther. This was a fictional movie.
Right.
So it got Jake roused up. Yo, this is about us. Now Esau could bring out some truth, but through the witchcraft of Wakanda, yo, we're going to see another movie about us rising up and taking over. But that's not you. This is about another nation that took over and conquered us.
Another dark-skinned nation.
Another dark, yeah.
Yeah.
And see, he slips this stuff in because this was the follow-up from a Wakanda type movie.
And they knew we was foreigners. We get that Joel, the 3rd chapter.
Yeah.
I mean, precept. This is Tobit 3:3. Remember me and look on me. Punish me not for my sins and ignorance, and the sins of my fathers who have sinned before thee. So the reason why we even was in Africa, all right, especially the west coast of Africa, is because what? We sinned against Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, which led to us, and we're going to show you what this tree of forgetfulness, this thing is heavy, man. It says, verse 4, for they obeyed not thy commandments, wherefore thou hast delivered us for a spoil, and unto captivity, and unto death. So we went into slavery, not because they were stronger than us, not because they were smarter than us, because we was following witchcraft.
Right.
We was worshiping idols. We was giving the Most High a hard way to go, being a disgruntled wife, because we're married to the Lord. It says, and for a proverb of a reproach to all the nations among whom we are dispersed. So we got dispersed all over Brazil, Haiti.
Right.
All because what?
Yeah.
We wanted to do our own thing.
Right.
We wanted to be like the other nations.
Right.
So the Lord said, you know what, you want to be like them? Cool. I'm going to give you to them. You know? The water priest.
No, I got the article where you got to say something.
3:3, Joel 3:3.
Oh, yeah, you can get it.
This is Joel chapter 3, verse 3. And they have cast lots for my people, and have given a boy for an harlot, and sold a girl for wine, that they may drink.
And that's what happened during the slave trade. Exactly.
Yeah.
The scripture's speaking, man.
Yeah.
Only a dumb behind person would act like these scriptures is not speaking.
Right.
They actually turn little boys into harlots, butt breaking them, having sex with little boys. And the parents couldn't do nothing about it. They was in chains. So a lot of them cried. Never seen their kids again.
Right.
You know, leaving with some goddamn damn Jeffrey Epstein.
Right.
You know?
Yep. So it was so bad that when you look into the research, there's this book called Post-Traumatic Slave Disorder, where it pretty much highlights the fact that the effects of slavery, chattel slavery, was so harsh on our people that it's genetically embedded in our people to this very day. So you wonder why Jake is fucked up in the communities. It all ties back to that moment.
Don't trust each other.
Don't trust each other.
Right.
Grinding one another.
Right.
Dark skin versus light skin.
Yeah.
All that goes back to even the fraternities. They do the paper bag concept. If you're darker than the paper bag, then you can't be an AKA.
Word.
They should do that.
Yeah.
Wow. So all that stems back. Even if you were a soldier and you see you in the war too long, you suffer from PTSD. They be having nightmares, dreams,
Yeah.
flashbacks,
Yeah.
yelling and screaming in their sleep.
This is wild out.
Seeing they comrades that died in front of them, visiting them in a dream.
Yeah.
With a bullet hole in their head.
Yeah.
Hey, Jermaine, you remember me? Ah! You waking up screaming. You know? Yeah.
Verse 4. Yeah, what have ye to do with me, O Tyre and Zidon?
Right. Tyre and Zidon. Those are so-called Hamitic African nations, tribes. You know, places where Ham was living at. Yeah.
And all the coast of the Palestine.
You see? A so-called Ishmael.
Right.
They always involved with it.
Right.
You know, I remember one time a dude said, yo, look how weak we are, man. Let them get us on. Bro, we got ganged up on, bro.
Yeah. Right. We went toe-to-toe with every nation.
With every nation. It was like a Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
But it was one versus many nations.
At our weakest. Yep.
Yeah. And we was at our weakest. Yeah.
Will ye render me a recompense?
Would you pay me back? Can you so-called Hamites pay me back for what you did? A recompense? Yeah.
And if ye recompense me, swiftly and speedily will I return your recompense upon your own head. Because ye have taken my silver and my gold, and have carried into your temples my goodly pleasant things.
Yeah. So we came to America, we came to Haiti, we came to Brazil, we came to Jamaica, we came to Cuba, we came to Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
We got our asses kicked, man.
Yeah.
You see? But y'all went too far. Yeah.
Gotta get that piece up on where they went too far?
Yeah.
This is Zechariah. So I can.
That's cool. Yeah, man. You just think that we just came into slavery willingly. Like, okay. Like we didn't fight back.
Right.
No, we tried the best of our ability, but we was done. Yeah.
This is Zechariah chapter 1 and 14. So the angel that communed with me said unto me, Cry thou, saying, Thus saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts, I am jealous for Jerusalem and for Zion with a great jealousy. And I am very sore displeased with the heathen that are at ease.
And all these nations at ease.
They are.
They got all the resources.
Yeah.
They got their own nation. They got military. You know?
Yeah.
They eating.
Yeah.
For I was but a little displeased.
The Most High was displeased. That's why he let them have the judgment for us.
And they helped forward the affliction.
They went too far. They went even above throwing people off the boats, castrating, buck breaking, chopping off titties, arms, force feeding, busting your teeth out, to force feed you.
Medical experimentation.
Right.
Back in Joel chapter 3 and verse 6, the children also of Judah and the children of Jerusalem have ye sold unto the Grecians.
Say the Grecians. So who was the Grecians? The so-called Europeans that you call today, the nation of Edom.
Edom. Yeah. Because the Greeks go back to who? The Romans.
Right.
And America is an extension of the Roman Empire.
That's it, yeah.
You know? Yeah.
And right here in my sword, it highlights that the Grecians, it says the sons of the Grecians.
What?
So showing you it's not talking about the Grecians of old,
Right.
it's talking about the descendants now.
Right.
At that time, the descendants, yeah.
Mm-hmm. That ye might remove them far from their border.
You removed us far from our borders. See?
Right.
Yeah.
Behold, I will raise them out of the place whither ye have sold them, and will return your recompense upon your own head.
So that means that due to prophecy, there's going to be a group of people that was sold. So you will have to look all through the history books and find out who were people that were sold, that had yokes of iron, that were removed from their borders.
Right.
You got to go to the checklist, my man.
Right.
Who were they?
Right.
Those would be the southern tribe.
Right.
Judah, Benjamin, Levi.
Right.
Maybe some twinkles of the northern tribe in there also.
Right.
But mainly Judah, Benjamin, and Levi.
What you call Huda
Right.
or Wida.
Right. Yeah.
Verse 8. And I will sell your sons and your daughters into the hands of the children of Judah.
See, now that's prophecy. Meaning what? See, we got to push through prophecy. Meaning what? You led us in captivity. Now it's going to be a time when we're going to put you in captivity.
Right.
You see? We don't want no affirmative action. We don't want reparations. Now, you might got some of our people that's schools that want reparation. But let me ask you a question. What do you need reparations for? For you to spend it back with the same people that enslaved you? To buy properties and buy acres of land that Esau owns? That this devil owns? You give everybody 500,000. They're gonna buy acres. Who owns those acres? You're gonna give it right back to the people. Right back. You're gonna get taxed. Right back to the same people. So those are people that are small-minded, that have a westernized mentality. It's time to go back to the Eastern mentality.
That's right.
All right? Where we want reparation for real. We want you to go in captivity. Yeah.
And they shall sell them to the Sabians.
And they shall sell us to the Sabians. Go ahead.
To a people far off. For the Lord Yahweh has spoken it.
And we're going to do the same thing. We're going to have taskmasters. We're going to use them Hamites to taskmaster over you. We're going to use them other nations to taskmaster over you.
Right.
They're going to be ultimate. They're going to be snitching on you.
Right.
Oh, master, I just heard, Unkufu Gungaga. He said that he was going, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We're going to send y'all out now.
Yeah.
You know? All right.
Deuteronomy 30:7. And the Lord Yahweh, thy power, will put all these curses upon thine enemies, and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee.
Break it down.
Yeah, man. So, all you heathens that put us into subjection, that persecuted us, that forwarded our afflictions, all these curses that applied unto us are going to befall you in a great matter, man. Especially you Edomites, okay? Because you was at the forefront of this whole system to pretty much eradicate our people, man, to the fullest extent, to wipe away our heritage, to wipe away our remembrance. You got to atone for that. There's no getting away. It's going to be righteous reparations. All right?
That's right.
Isaiah 46:7. It says, I was wroth with my people. I have polluted my inheritance. So who the one that polluted his inheritance? Who the one that made us dirty? Who the one that made us go on them slave ships, defecating on ourselves, pissing on ourselves? We went from priests, holy garments, to defecation, being on a damn boat for months, ain't washed up. Can you imagine the stench, the smell that was on them boats, man? All the feces, throw up, period blood, females on their period. That thing had a foul. Nobody had deodorant. Wasn't no degree or sure. Man, that shit stank like hell. It says, and giving them into thy hand, thou didst show them no mercy, upon the ancient has thou very heavily laid thy yoke.
Mm-hmm.
So you will have to show me a group of people that had yokes on their neck.
Mm-hmm.
Show me. I wait. We are those people, man.
Right.
We the ones that was calling us Bloods and Crips, living in the ghetto. Brooklyn Zoo. That was us.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't know what the hell we were. You know? 12 tribes of Shabazz. Nation, we calling ourselves everything under the sun but the 12 tribes of Israel. That's it, please.
I'm gonna read that article. This is the Tree of Forgetfulness. It's from the article name is YoungPioneerTours.com. It says that the Demonic kings were known to employ magic to help their trades, and as such, along the slave trails were left different elements given supernatural powers to help them in their evil business. So as we tie this around, right, because we want to bring it back to the core, we would have to go and identify a nation of people that dealt with magic. Well, it couldn't have been you so-called blacks and Negroes here in the Americas, all right, because you guys don't deal with magic. That's not your origin, but it came back from the Hamitic tribes, and you find that going back to the story of Exodus, all right, with Janus and Jambres, all right. Also, knowing that Esau's counterpartners with Hamite, that goes back to him actually marrying the Canaanites, right? Wherein Isaac told him not to even to stay away from the Canaanites. Why do you think he told him to stay away from the Canaanites? Because of their lifestyle was dealing with divinations. All right.
Can I preach it real quick?
Come.
It says Ezekiel 28:5. By thy great wisdom and by thy traffic hast thou increased thy riches, and thy heart is lifted up because of thy riches.
Mm-hmm. Hey, that's how they got rich. He said, offer thy traffic. All right, you're dealing with traffic, you're dealing with business. You're dealing with business, you're dealing with goods. Who is the goods? Who is the resources? All right, the same one acting as if she's the woman king, Viola Davis. No, you was the woman king's product. All right, you was part of the product that was being sold and transferred and moved around. You know, you've been lied to.
And it's crazy that they got Hebrew Israelites playing the Demonians.
Demonians, yeah.
Check that out.
That's why
he was a big, tall Amazon woman.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah, he was a tall, linky, Manu Bow chicks, man.
Yeah.
Warrior.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
That's why that girl, I forgot her name. Lupita. Yeah, Lupita. She didn't want to take the role because she knew the exact history of it because her her parents was affected by it. We all were.
Now, imagine how insulting that was. Imagine if you had a Jewish person playing Hitler.
Yeah, right.
Imagine how, bro, they'll shut that whole shit down. They'll shut the whole movie industry down. I'm not coming out with that. You got your damn mind. And they might kill the director one day. You know? Go ahead.
It says supernatural powers that help them in their evil business. It says the first stop along the slave trail of the Oida contains such an element. Europeans desired slaves whose memory would be wiped clean of any remembrance of their culture, family, and homeland.
Why do you do that? Because if somebody don't know who they are and where they go back to, guess what? You can tell them anything now.
Tell them anything.
You can tell them anything.
Yup. And when you deal with the Israelites, because they knew who they were, when you deal with the Israelites, the reason why you think they wanted Israel memory wiped clean. Well, when you go to the book of Judith in the 5th chapter, there was a Moabite counselor or Ammonite counselor. And the counsel was, if these people remember the Lord their God, they will eventually be delivered.
Yeah.
That's all we had to do is remember the Lord and follow his commandments. So wiping the memory clean from our culture.
That was a key essential.
That
was one of the main things.
Yeah. And they'll never come back.
But how do you wipe somebody's memory? You can't drill a hole in your head. take out the disc, replace it with another hard drive. No, they're gonna show you how they erase their memory. Yeah.
It says the kings were afraid that if slaves knew where they came from, they would be able to flee and come back to their land. So a magical tree was used to allegedly.
So they used a magical tree that they priests, African priests, Hamitic priests, right? That was probably put in the order of witchcraft, just like Janus and Jambria show you. And what happened? What they did with the tree?
It says that was used to allegedly make them forget all of that.
So they use a tree. Now you might say, well, how did they use this tree? Did they pick an apple from it? No, they're gonna show you what they did with the tree. And the name of the tree is called the tree of forgetfulness.
Right.
That's the understanding of you. Y'all people think it just was come here, get over here, capture them. They were just so scared. No, they use witchcraft too to set it off.
Right.
Yeah.
Men were asked to turn around the tree 9 times.
So they asked them to walk around the tree, man. Walk around the tree.
Each lap probably was they, you know.
Probably forget.
Yeah, it was like, yo.
Probably got them forgetting. And you know they were saying witchcraft words to them. Or probably putting blood on them when they walk past.
Yeah, each turn it was just a demon just knocking one.
Yeah.
So the men had to go around 9 times.
9 times, yeah.
You see? Yeah.
And woman 7.
And woman 7. That's completion. So they wanted because remember, the southern tribe, it was remnants of them knowing who they were.
Yes. Yeah.
So they wanted them to go 9 times around, but they could be just like the northern tribe.
Right. Yeah.
Because the northern tribe Ben was going off.
Yeah.
So they wanted them to be just like the other 9 tribes.
Yeah.
Make them go around 9 times.
Damn.
And then they became just like them.
Yeah.
But just,
Yeah.
Israel. They probably walked around one time. Wow. It wasn't about no Toby. They been did the Toby. They been took our name from us back then.
Right.
Before we got there. Now you have some people that still knew.
Right.
But because it had some people that still knew who they were. But for the most part, large portion of them that forgot.
Right. Yep. It says, after which it was said, the magic of the tree would make them forget all their ties to the land they were pushed away from.
So, what's the main land it was pushed away from? It wasn't Africa. They talking about Israel.
They talk about Israel, yeah.
That's the land. Because remember, we came in there in 7 AD.
Right.
They want us to forget where they was pushed away from.
Right.
You think it's talking about Africa? No, they know that they're not Africans. That's why they sold them.
Yeah, man.
So they're not talking about Africa. They're talking about Israel. You make the man walk around 9 times. You know why you did that. Because you want us to be like the northern tribe. Bugged out. Worshiping wolves and feathers and all type of nonsense. Idols worship. Because the northern tribe been bugged out.
Yeah.
The only people that were still kind of carrying the torch were Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. Once you wipe that out, it was a wrap. You know? Yeah. I get a precept. This is
This is Nahum chapter 3, verse 4. Because of the multitude of the whoredoms of the well-favored harlot, the mistress of witchcraft, that selleth nations through her whoredoms, and families through her witchcraft.
Now the slave master said what? We don't want no slaves that know who they are.
Damn.
So they helped out. They was all doing witchcraft.
Damn.
Dirty masonry, all that was being applied.
Everything.
They bust the move. They did the whole comedic. They went back ancient.
It was calculated, yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
They pulled out all the stuff.
They pulled out all the stops, bro.
Yeah. Everything that had affected us before they went through that shit. Thoroughly researched it and said, boom, we got a major concoction to drop on Jake now. Yeah, it really gonna be in the trance with this one.
Amalek was there when we was walking around that tree.
Because
we had once we finished walking around the tree, guess what? We had to walk around the boat.
Yeah.
So that was some heavy pussy. You walking like, oh shit.
Dog, yeah.
You gone. You gonna pick cotton, boy. Cotton was cotton. Cotton, I'm looking at cotton. You dudes don't even understand what the cotton represents the sheep. Okay? The thorns that we prick, that represents the thorns in Yahushua head, man. You think that's a coincidence? That we came over here picking cotton and we was getting pricked with the thorns?
It's not a coincidence.
The white cotton?
Right.
The thorns? Yeah, man. Yeah, that's a powerful. Yeah, what's that?
You want to stay down the enchantments or the leaving from the land, bro?
Yeah.
All right. Let me get Isaiah 4. You know what?
This was Psalm 17.
I had some real quick. This is Ezekiel 17. I'll jump real quick. This is Ezekiel 17, and start from verse. I start from verse 1. It says, "And the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, put forth a riddle and speak a parable unto the house of Israel, and say, Thus saith the Lord God, a great eagle with great wings, long wing, full of feathers, which had diverse colors, came unto Lebanon and took the highest branch of the cedar." You know, since we talk about a tree of forgetfulness, right? Well, guess what? The tree that this branch that was taken off was Israel, was Lebanon, all right? And that great eagle, all right, is going to be a representation of Esau, Edom, okay? Verse 4, he cropped off the top of his young twigs and carried it into a land of traffic. He set it in a city of merchants. So, hey, it's funny, that's a tree of forgetfulness. We are the tree.
Well, that's not funny.
Yeah. Right.
This is a serious matter.
Right.
Because you still got people in 2022 calling themselves Africans.
Right.
You know how many tribes is in Africa? You know how many countries are in Africa? What African are you?
Right.
Are you Eritrean? Are you Ethiopian? Are you
It's thousands.
Now, we know there's Israelites in Eritrea, Ethiopia,
right.
Benin. We know that.
Right.
So we was messing with those women.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Good.
Mm-hmm. It says he cropped it off the tree and these twigs. So guess what? They was pulled from what? From that whole tree, that whole culture. You see, that's dealing with Israel. And it says they were carried into a city of merchants, land of traffic, which here in the Americas. Right. All right. Verse 5, he took also of the seed of the land and planted it in a fruitful field. He placed it by great waters and set it as a willow tree. It grew and became a spreading vine of low stature.
When you went to Savannah, what type of trees you were seeing?
Yeah, it's those willow trees. And those,
like they weeping.
They weeping.
Now, funny, the willow trees was at the ports where we was coming at.
Yo.
The willow trees are in Savannah, Georgia.
Yeah.
And that was one of the major ports that we came. The willow right there.
Yeah. Savannah,
Myrtle Beach,
South, same ones. Florida.
Yep.
Yo, you gotta see these trees, bro.
Like my family's from Myrtle Beach on my mother's side. Myrtle Beach, that area, Sand Pit, all that stuff like that. Mm-hmm. Then my father is all Florida and Bahamas, man. You know? Yep.
It grew and became a spreading vine of a low stature, whose branches turned toward him, and the roots thereof were under him. So it became a vine and brought forth branches and shot forth sprigs. Now, like you said, that tree grows low.
Yeah, but it looked like it's crying, like it's weak.
Yeah. So that this is Israel, and pursuant to Ezekiel 28, you know, it said by that traffic we was carried forth in the land of traffic because we were a commodity.
That's right.
You know, that was it on that one.
That's powerful.
Mm-hmm.
What you got?
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 17.
Yeah, start 3.
This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 17, and verse 3.
Now, mind you, the people that was doing this to us, right? They actually went through the Africans, the so-called Africans, would go back to Kemet, which goes back to Ham. You see, because they was masters at witchcraft. Wow. So that's why you see America links themselves up with Egypt because they believe in that magic.
Right.
They believe in that sorcery.
Right.
You see that?
Right.
That's why when you look at on the dollar bill, got the pyramids. The way they got Washington, D.C. is just like how they got it in Egypt.
Obelisk.
With the obelisk, the waters behind it. The whole setup.
I think you said that they called it the Memphis.
They
call my area Memphis.
Right, they call the spot Memphis.
Right.
You know? So they embody that because These guys was heavy into witchcraft. I'm gonna show you something in Wisdom of Solomon, man.
Wisdom of Solomon 17:3. For while they supposed to lie hid in their secret sins, they were scattered under a dark veil of forgetfulness.
So even the so-called Africans, when we was in Egypt, right? They was doing voodoo back then.
Right.
You see that?
Right.
They had to go. A dark veil came upon them, and they forgot. You know. Yeah.
Being horribly astonished and troubled with strange apparitions.
Right. So the so-called Hamites, when the Lord came down, right, and put them in darkness, bro, they were seeing all type of demons, and because mind you, all they were doing was playing with conjuring up spirits.
Yeah.
So now the Lord was showing them stuff, strange ghosts and apparatuses.
Right.
Goddamn Pharaoh gods walking around doing shit like this. You know? Yeah.
Verse 4. For neither might the corner that held them keep them from fear, but noises as of waters falling down sounded about them, and sad visions appeared unto them with heavy countenances.
So they were seeing ghosts, sad ghosts. When the Lord, remember, on one side, Israel had light.
Yeah.
And on the other side, the Lord struck Egypt with darkness. When they was going through that darkness, what he's talking about.
Wow.
They were seeing ghosts.
So we was going through the same flip side.
Exactly, brother. Exactly. Yeah.
So they appeared unto them with heavy countenances. That's crazy. Verse 5. No power of the fire might give them light.
They could have lit a goddamn bonfire. The Lord was not letting that. It was no light there, bro. No light. The Lord totally shut. But oh my goodness, Moses and Aaron shut Egypt down, bro.
Yeah.
Gave them a real blackout.
Yeah. Wow.
They couldn't even light a fire, bro. Yeah. Let you know that they gods didn't have no power. So why did Israel? As soon as we came out of Egypt, we went back to the gods. The Lord shut them down, bro. Yeah.
Neither could the bright flames of the stars endure to light in that horrible night.
The stars couldn't even be seen.
Man.
What happened to all your gods, man? So we wanted to be like the Hamites, and the Lord gave us that.
Wow. Okay. Yeah.
Made us totally blacked out.
Yeah.
So when you black out, what happened? You say, damn, I don't remember what happened. Like, I don't remember what happened.
Yeah.
One day with the Lord's of that, we've been blacked out for 2 days, bro. 2 days. We had a what happened like that? Hey, bro, you was this Friday. Oh, man, that party was crazy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Verse 6. Only there appeared unto them a fire kindled of itself, very dreadful. For being much terrified, they thought the things which they saw to be worse than the sight they saw not.
So they was bugging out. They was seeing fire that they didn't even like.
Man.
Little fire minions coming. This, Egypt, I'm Osiris. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
I'm a reptilian. That's why you're green. Can you imagine seeing, because you know how many bugged out pictures they put up in them temples, man?
Yeah.
Can you imagine them things coming to life and scaring the shit out of you? Yeah.
Verse 7. As for the illusions of art magic, they were put down.
So the Hamites was actually trying to do witchcraft to go against what Aaron did. And guess what? It was put down. It didn't work. Right. But guess what? The Lord allowed that magic, the forgetful tree, to work.
Right.
See that?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. One shot, the whole nation blacked out.
Blacked out. Walk around this 7 times. Walk around this 9 times. Y'all done.
Damn.
Good.
Continuing on, they were put down, and their vaunting in wisdom was reproved with disgrace.
So it showed them that they didn't have no power. It was disgrace. Janus, Jambres, all them high priests back then, them demonic Hamitic priests back then, they was there.
Right.
And they couldn't do nothing. Yeah.
Verse 8. For they that promise to drive away terrors and troubles from a sick soul.
See? They had witches. They promised, yo, we can heal, we can do that. We can take care of that. We can deal with them the Hebrews. They ain't nobody. Look what happened to them.
Were sick themselves of fear.
They got sick. Well, the reason why I'm bringing up that to show that we never had to follow the traditions of the heathens, man.
Right.
Because it's showing you that they ain't, it was righteous voodoo, righteous craft versus they witchcraft.
Right.
Because that's what the story about Moses and Aaron's about.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to flex? Okay, I'm gonna throw my rod down.
Right.
That's
gonna devour the
yours gonna turn to a snake.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna throw my rod down. Mine's gonna turn into snakes. And each of them, it was showing you that we got the power too.
Right.
But our power is stronger and double yours.
That's right.
You see? They was tapped in with the spiritual demon Satan, that
Right.
great old serpent.
Right.
You see?
Worthy to be laughed at.
Bro, the shit that they was doing was so, everybody was laughing at them. You see what these dudes doing? Probably taking dust. Probably put rings around their neck, jumping around. Ooga, 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 ooga.
Damn.
None of that shit was working. Ooga, 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 ooga. Trill light. Now you got Sadnetta, all these dudes talking about commit. That shit ain't work back then, bro. All right, Bruce.
Verse 9. For though no terrible thing did fear them, yet being...
So it says, though no terrible thing was, it was nothing around them. They were just tripping. That's how the most I have them dudes bugged out. I'm pretty, when we got up out of Egypt, Janus and Jambres probably went to a psych ward. Them dudes probably they got burnt out.
really, their whole existence, everything they believed in.
Right, it was really nothing around them.
Right.
They were just tripping.
Damn.
But they were seeing things.
Right.
But if you look from if you looked at what they were looking at, you couldn't see it. Only they can see it.
Yet being scared with beasts that passed by.
They were seeing animals, the alligators that they got, they were seeing all that shit.
And hissing of serpents.
Seeing snakes that wasn't there. Bro, can you imagine hearing the snake hiss?
And you can't.
And you trying to sleep. Like, oh, shit. You up all night.
Wow, and that shit,
Goddamn beat, raw, lion. Nobody went to sleep.
They died for fear.
Them niggas died, bro.
For fear.
They died.
For fear whatever's gonna get.
My heart attack. Oh shit. I'm coming up. And then we played the harlot with that.
Damn.
Denying that they saw the air, which could of no side be avoided.
These niggas was even closing their eyes against the air. They didn't even want to open their eyes in that darkness. It was already dark. So even if they open their eyes, they wouldn't see shit either way. But the Lord put a spirit on them. If they had their eyes, they see all type of shit. Hearing all type of stuff.
Right.
Verse 11. For wickedness condemned by her own witness.
See? Wickedness is condemned by her own wickedness.
Is very timorous. And being pressed with conscience. Always forecasteth grievous things.
So when you doing wickedness, you always forecasting grievous. You know, like dudes that in the streets, they always thinking of work. Who caused that?
Yeah, bro.
So what you think was happening to us on a slave plantation? That's what was going on with us.
Right.
We're not supposed to. Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh
shit. Yeah.
Because Jake always wondered, like, damn, how was it that we was scared of these niggas, but we was stronger,
bro?
we was faster.
There's a spirit they put on us.
Yeah.
They actually put a spirit on us, man.
Yep. Continuing on.
Yeah.
Verse 12. For fear is nothing else but a betraying of the successor.
Succor.
The help.
The help. Yeah.
Of the succors which reason offereth.
See? So fear actually limits your ability to think. It will actually limit your ability to think. So you got one slave master on the plantation and 30 of you dudes.
Yeah.
They couldn't even think, bro.
Fear, was that strong.
Man,
They probably seen something else, bro.
Imagine stuff like Harriet Tubman, right? You got Harriet Tubman. She's trying to carry your ass out of slavery. You halfway there, you over here. I gotta go back.
Whatever they see,
whatever they was thinking, they probably had like a blocker that was just take your ass back, nigga. Take your ass back.
I'm there at the end of the tunnel.
It was terrified. Yeah. The same stuff that happened to it happened to us because we was following that. Yeah. So the Lord is breaking down that, like, when people do, they're really afraid.
Yeah.
They're afraid to trust the Most High, so they want to do things in their own. They want to activate things their own way. They don't want to put their full trust on the Lord. You know? Yeah.
And the expectation from within being less counteth the ignorance more than the cause which bringeth the torment.
So them dudes was expecting the worst. Just like living in slavery, that's why back in the time of slavery, we was expecting the worst every time. Yeah. Every day you woke up.
They say you shall.
Master come outside with a rope, you think he gonna beat you.
Right.
He wasn't even thinking about you. You y'all were just terrified on that plantation.
Yeah.
Take my wife, please. You know, you actually was giving your kids. A boy shall be given to a heart. You wasn't even thinking.
Yeah.
Like, yo, you gotta kill me before you. They couldn't even think like that, bro.
Yeah.
You know? I'm just showing you what the Lord did to them when he was following witchcraft. He put them spirits on them.
Right.
So if we was following them Hamites, living amongst them, dealing with their women, we were doing the same thing.
Yeah.
So the Lord put them spirits on us.
Right.
That fear.
Right.
That was limiting our ability to think.
Yes.
You know?
That's right.
Yeah.
But they sleeping the same sleep that night, which was indeed intolerable, and which came upon them out of the bottoms of inevitable hell, were partly vexed with monstrous apparitions.
See? They were seeing shit. Jake probably was on a plantation, looking at their slave master as a demon, having dreams. Wake up, boy! And they dream.
Yeah.
That's why they always show you slaves with Jake just be
always
running in the woods.
Apparitions, you know, Jake ain't had no lights out there, and they was working at nighttime.
So I see all type of dumb shit.
Shit in the distance, like what the fuck is that?
But this shows you that the righteous craft of which would be righteous voodoo. Let's say righteous voodoo, whatever. Let's say righteous voodoo is stronger than evil voodoo. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know?
It partly fainted, their hearts failing them.
So these dudes was damn near paralyzed, bro. They partly fainted.
For a sudden fear and not looked for came upon them.
Right, these dudes was this fear. That's it. You can stop on that. To show you that the Most High overpowered them. So we never had to do that, man.
Right.
But this is what they were doing. I just want to get some real quick. This is the book of Numbers 7 and 9. I mean, it's like Exodus 7 and 9. It says, when Pharaoh shall speak unto you, saying, show a miracle for you, then thou shalt say unto Aaron, take thy rod and cast it before Pharaoh, and it shall become a serpent. And Moses and Aaron went unto Pharaoh, and they did so as the Lord had commanded. And Aaron cast down his rod before Pharaoh and before his servants, and it became a serpent. So that's what was going on.
Right.
This was high level. Oh man, I'm trying to think of the proper word, brother. This was high level alchemy, high level magic.
Right.
What you would call magic.
Right.
Because somebody would see that and be like, yo, they're trying to. Yeah, they actually did that.
Yeah.
And it shows you that Egypt had that ability too.
Yeah.
Because look, it says what? Verse 11. Then Pharaoh also called the wise man and the sorcerers. Now the magicians of Egypt, they also did in like manner with their enchantments.
Right.
So now you're wondering, who are these people from the Harmony?
Right.
For them to be accessing this stuff.
Right.
It says, for they cast down every man his rod, and they became serpents. But Aaron's rod, the righteous, swallowed up their rods. You see that?
Yeah.
So, but the only thing about it is, there was no priesthood. There was no Aaron's back then. There was nobody. Israel was totally bugged out.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Just want to bring it up.
That's powerful. I just got a quick precept in Daniel's speaking on this situation, right? Because Daniel, Nebuchadnezzar, these were Hamites. So Daniel 4 and 10, it says, thus were the visions of my head in my bed. I saw, behold, a tree in the midst of the earth. So we talking about a tree of forgetfulness. Well, this is the same thing that happened. The Lord actually did it to Nebuchadnezzar. It says a tree in the midst of the earth, and the height thereof was great. The tree grew and was strong, and the height thereof reached unto heaven, and the sight thereof to the end of all the earth. The leaves thereof were fair, and the fruit thereof were much, and in it was much meat. So this is a vision that he's given at night, right? For all the beasts of the field had shadow under it, and the fowls of the heaven dwelt in the boughs thereof, and all flesh was fed of it. I saw in the visions of my head upon my bed, and behold, a watcher and a holy one came down from heaven. He cried aloud and said, thus, hew down the tree, cut off his branches, shake off his leaves, and scatter his fruit. Let the beasts get away from under it, and the fowls from his branches. Nevertheless, leave the stump of his roots in the earth, even with the band of iron and brass, and the tender grass of the field. And let it be wet with the dew of heaven, and let his portion be with the beasts in the grass of the earth. This tree was speaking upon Nebuchadnezzar, and that great stature that he had was being cut down. And it says let it remain with the beasts in the field. Now, this is going to verse 16. Let his heart be changed from man's, and let a beast's heart be given unto him, and let 7 times pass over him. And it's crazy how the story, we had to walk around a tree, the women 7 times and the men 9 times, and we were pretty much given the mind frame of a beast, you could say, you know? And what the Lord did that to Nebuchadnezzar. Verse 17, this matter is by the decree of the watchers and the demand by the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High God, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, ruleth in the kingdom of men, and giveth it to whomsoever he will, and setteth up over it the basis of men. So, you know, as you read further on in the story, Nebuchadnezzar actually thought he was an ox, and he ate grass with the ox for a time frame, and then the Lord gave him understanding that he was a man again. All right,
We'll let you know the Lord they can put spirits on you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, just bringing that back out, that the Lord performed this. See, no other book could go into the interiors to explain that this happened, but the Bible. This happened not only to the heathen, but it happened to us, showing that the Lord is a fear power.
Yeah.
You know?
Chance coming by all, happening to all.
Yep.
Hey, you know what's crazy? That movie, I think it's called Them.
Then
They show you about all the witchcraft that was used on Jake.
Yeah.
That's a great series right there, man.
Yeah, they couldn't fight. They
couldn't fight. They couldn't do nothing about it, man.
Yeah.
They show you that, you know, the things that you don't see controls things that you do see. So when Israel got put in chains, physically, they was already in chains spiritually. They was already slaves spiritually. Who they were slaves to? They were slaves to Satan.
Yeah. Wow.
But now I'm just going to physically show you why you should never go against the Most High.
Right.
To this day.
Wow.
You know? This is 2 Thessalonians 2 and 3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first. So us going to captivity, that was prophecy.
Yeah.
We had to fall away.
Yeah.
Guess why? so it could bring out. See, one thing about Esau, he always wanted to be in position. So we had to, because remember, there's only two nations that matter, Jacob and Esau.
Right.
It says what? Esau's the end of the world, Jacob's the beginning. It's mentioning no other nation.
Right.
Like the prophet said in Virginia, GMS Virginia, the Bible is nation specific. Okay? So the only two nations that really matter, the two stars, is Jacob and Esau, Israel and Esau.
That's right.
Everybody else don't matter.
Right.
So it had to be a falling away. Who's going to fall away? The Israelites.
Right.
So the people that's in position, by default, they have to be Edomites.
Has to be, yeah. God.
It says, let no man deceive you. These dudes trying to deceive us.
Right.
Telling our women that they women's king.
Right.
They using the whole feminist movement.
Yeah.
Because this is a bigger play.
It's more witchcraft.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the feminist movement on steroids.
Yeah.
But they smart. They use the black woman as a so-called black woman as a tool to empower more feminine. No, man.
Right.
Look what black women being in position got in the nation.
Right.
Kids is killing each other.
You think that I'm feeling you?
Yeah. Ice Spice.
Right. Ice Spice. Right. That's what you got.
Feeling you. That's what's going on here, man.
That's your boy, right?
Yeah. It says, let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. So the woman king, who were they in league with? The Europeans.
Yeah.
So we know they Hamites.
Right.
Who the Europeans then?
Right.
It's Esau.
Gotta be.
Gotta
be.
So the Most High expose you
right
through the slave trade.
Yeah.
And show who you was. Verse 4. Who opposed and exalted himself above all that is called the Most High. That's you. That is you. And it's so easy to, hey, everybody not going to get this, man. You know? It says, who opposes, this is the characteristic of the son of perdition.
Right.
Okay? It says, who opposes and exalted himself above all that is called God, or that is worship, so that he, as a God, sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is the Most High.
Yo.
Wait,
Close the book right there.
Yo, who do that?
It's clear who that is. It's Esau all day.
Who's in Israel?
Right.
Who's in Tel Aviv?
Right. You go to me for all the answers. Use Google. Use my platforms.
That's you.
Right. That's him.
What's the language that's spoken across the world? Esau's language.
Yeah. Damn.
So the slave trade was a good thing.
Right.
Because it had to put us in check and then expose this devil.
Yep.
That's beautiful.
In order for him to fall, he had to be put in a position.
But the slave trade was really showed his true colors.
Yeah.
Race it.
Yeah.
That gotta be Esau.
Oh,
You're the one that said race it.
We was looking at this article, same article. They got something called the Cha-Cha Square. The Cha-Cha Square. What that sound like to you, Jakes? The Cha-Cha slide. You know, why would he make a song go viral? And the Cha-Cha Square was to represent in the Portuguese tongue, meaning quickly. You know, and going back to you saying race it. You know, this is Esau Edom at the finest.
That's it. It makes sense. It makes sense. One hot 2 times. Now go here, that's on the boat.
Right.
Shot up 2 times.
Right. Yeah.
That song is pretty much telling you
Quick.
how to maneuver.
Yeah, quickly. Do what I say.
Yeah, quickly. Can I get the book of Ezekiel 28:1? It's you, man. You see, you the one that changed the images.
Right.
You put the Confederate leaders in stone, engraved in the stone mountain. You're the one that changed the name. You fit all the prophecies.
Isaiah 30. Let me say from 37:1. Psalms. Psalm 37,
137.
137 and 1. By the rivers of Babylon, they were sat down. Yea, we wept when we remembered Zion. We now get in remembrance of Zion. We hanged our harps upon the willows in the midst thereof. Yo, this is a key on to, yo, the Lord was very specific of how things were going to be.
You know, so crazy because you just came back from Savannah.
Yeah.
And what's one of the trees? The only tree you sent back, you was like, yo, look at these trees. It's those willows.
Yeah, they just hanging down, bro. They just hang down. It's got this little moss, spinach moss. It is hanging down. Like, you like, yo, what's up with these trees? But it's iconic there.
Yeah.
Wow. It says, verse 3, for there they carried us away captive, required of us a song, and they wasted.
Swing low, swing chariot. We was on the singing Hebrews. We were singing Hebrew songs.
Come on, man.
No mention of Kenny gods.
No,
Right. Why we wasn't singing African?
Yeah.
You know what? No. And they that wasted us required of us mirth, saying, sing us one of the songs of Zion.
Yep, Future. Keep selling your publishing company for $85 million.
Wow.
You back in the reincarnation, still doing dumb shit.
Wow.
Still doing dumb shit in
the future.
I'm on a new level. No, you're not. You're the same nigga from the plantation. I just do the same. Yo, they had a video with a dude that looked just like Little Baby, bro.
Yeah, I see it.
That dude was rapping just like Little Baby, bro. I said, oh, shoot.
You had that whole front face. You got that
big goofy gums.
Yeah.
And these dudes is back again. You know? Yeah.
It says, verse 4, how shall we sing the Lord's song in a strange land? If I forget thee.
That's it. This is a strange land.
Right.
We ain't going to sing the Lord's name for a while. Why? Because we forgot him. Because these bastards went super demonic witchcraft on us.
Yep.
The tree of forgetfulness, man.
Yep.
A lot of people don't know this stuff, man.
Yeah.
And it's right here.
Yeah.
They're not even afraid. They're not even ashamed to talk about it.
Yeah.
Because they don't even understand what's happening. Like, we're connecting the dots.
Right.
We're connecting the dots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I forget thee, O Jerusalem, let my right hand forget her cunning. If I do not remember thee, let my tongue cleave to the roof of my mouth.
That's what happened.
Yeah.
Nobody was prophesying. There was no camps during the time of slavery.
Right.
It wasn't until the Most High took that spirit off us.
That's why y'all gotta thank the apostles on down, man. And y'all tried. You would still be having your tongue.
One West.
One West.
So I'm from Abba Bivens. I know school. High Priest Aviyah. King Marshall. You think that was a spiritual?
That was very.
That dude was nuts, man.
Yeah, we were still here.
Yeah.
If I prefer not Jerusalem above my chief joy, remember, O Lord, the children of Edom.
So it connected them right there. They connected. You want to know why? Because that Esau is really our brother.
Right.
That's why it hit harder because, like, yo, you at the end of the day, you my brother.
Right. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I expect that from the other E, but you went crazy.
Yeah. Damn.
The Bible's giving you a key nation specific who to remember. Who was the key architect in the tree of forgetfulness? Who the one that did the deals with Africa? Who the one that did the deal with the Muslims?
Right.
The
children of Edom in the day of Jerusalem who said, raise it.
Cha-cha.
Raise it.
Cha-cha.
Even to
doing a damn cha-cha slide.
Yeah.
Gone.
That's crazy. Cha-cha square.
Quickly. Go. There they go. Right there they go. Pointing us out. Look, they got the fringes on. No.
Right, get them quickly. Yeah,
right.
Yeah. Wow. Race it, even to the foundation thereof. O daughter of Babylon, who art to be destroyed, happy shall he be that rewardeth thee, like you said earlier, as thou hast served us. That's reparations. That's when you're going to be happy. When
But
you
also,
serve
it
him.
lets you know Esau, his rulership is a direct connect to the daughters of Babylon.
Right. Come.
That's why Paul was calling the Romans the Babylonians.
Yeah.
Check this out.
Wow.
We 70 AD after that, we don't migrate into that, man.
Mm-hmm.
What you think, Jake? How you think Jake already was doing the Greek fashions?
Right.
They probably was over there playing baseball, running track,
Yeah.
doing all the Greek stuff over there.
Yeah.
And it was easy to point out. Yo, there they go, right there, the guy right, wearing hats. Remember, Jason made Jake wear hats. So you probably had Jake coming through making hats.
Yeah.
Walking through, bopping.
Yeah. Jake.
You know?
It wasn't hard to identify
Yeah.
Jake. Yeah.
You got the African walking around with spit. You got
They stiff, they can't play.
Yeah. No basketball. They can't play no basketball. You know what I'm saying?
Last verse. Happy shall he be that taketh and dasheth thy little ones against the stones.
Right. That's gonna happen to you, man. You know?
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna go up the scriptures.
Yeah, I got Ezekiel 37.
Yep.
Ezekiel 37, verse 1.
Ezekiel 28 and 1. It's a lot of people. Yeah, it's cool.
This is Ezekiel chapter 28 and verse 1. It reads, the word of the Lord Yahweh came again unto me, saying, Son of man, say unto the prince of Tyrus, thus saith the Lord power, because thine heart is lifted up, and thou hast said, I am a God, I sit in the seat of God in the midst of the seas. And the seas representing the people.
Right.
Yet thou art a man and not God, though thou set thine heart as the heart of God. Behold.
Who do all the nations look up to? Look, when Queen Elizabeth died, you had people in Africa crying.
You did, yeah.
You had people.
A lot of them traveled there. I see them there at the front, yeah.
They look at these people as the status of a god.
Yeah. When Queen Elizabeth had died, a lot of the headlines were reading like it was a specific headline that said the death of Queen Elizabeth is a loss of a beacon of stability. You know, like damn, this one bitch dying is gonna throw off your whole existence.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, when all she's done is contributed hell upon the whole earth.
And empowering white supremacy.
Yeah.
Empowering Edomite supremacy.
Yeah.
And if you think that wicked old heifer don't do no witchcraft, you out your mind. They actually show her doing witchcraft, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yeah.
Verse 3, because thou art wiser than Daniel, there is no secret that they can hide from thee.
But Daniel was wise with what? He communicated with what the Lord a lot. He had visions. How does Esau get wiser than Daniel? Because he's communicating through with angels, left hand side, okay, through witchcraft.
Because these people don't understand. These guys are not coming up with autonomous technology without the help of angels, bro.
Right, it's impossible. Impossible.
The autonomous technology, when you read the book of Ezekiel, the chariots was moving according to how the angel was moving.
Yep.
So the vehicle was following the person.
Right.
So they getting that directly from the left hand work, bro.
That's angelic, heavenly technology.
That's brother. So these dudes is not doing algorithms, Facebook and Google, and they're working with demonic entities, bro.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Let me get that for me. Wrestle not for flesh and blood. That was in that?
Yeah,
That was verse 4.
I didn't read 4.
Read 4, please.
Well, Ezekiel 28 and verse 4. With thy wisdom and with thy understanding, thou hast gotten the riches.
Break it down.
And hast gotten gold and silver.
Hey, because with thy wisdom and our understanding, that's how you got money.
Right.
By dealing with the left hand side.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's what makes Esau so. That's why everybody look up to him.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yep.
The nuclear missiles, all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
They dealing with,
yeah.
you know?
Yeah. Who else is going to be able to tell you? Because it says the Lord created the waster to destroy, right? Because he created the smith that blow off the coal.
Right.
So you getting this knowledge from the Lord about what means. You're not. It's not like you're praying to the Lord righteously. You getting it through the left hand side, through the witchcraft.
Right.
Your understanding of this element mixed with that element will cause this type of reaction. You know?
Right.
That's how you're getting all of this information.
And when you look up the word atom in the etymology, it talks about unsplittable. So the fact that they was even able to split an atom,
right,
in itself is.
But who created splitting and making all the elements? Was the angels.
So they would know.
They would know.
They would know.
They would know.
Exactly.
Dang.
Continuing on, verse 4, it has gotten gold and silver into thy treasure. You see, again, just harping on that fact that, through Esau's left-hand practices, Esau has been able to increase himself and obtain the fatness of the earth. You see? And now he just goes around the whole world, all right, boasting himself in his pride, thinking that he is God.
Right.
See, thinking that he got it out the mud on his own. Nah, nigga.
It's
That ain't how it works, bro.
Yeah. Yo.
Oh, wow, brother.
Ephesians chapter 6, verse 12. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood.
Yeah, we not fighting humans. That's what the whole slave trade. Y'all think the slave trade was about? You know, we got punked by humans. These was witches and warlocks.
Right.
Like, we got to stop looking at Christopher Columbus and these guys and we got to stop like these guys were just trapped. No, these guys was tapped in, bro.
Yeah.
High masonry value people up there dealing with Satan.
Yeah.
Direct connect with the Rothschild, direct connect with Edomites.
Right.
These dudes was Edomites. Dealing on the dark end side. So we not wrestling, we not fighting, brothers. When you having certain dreams or you feeling down, these dudes is putting up heavy. When you make these videos, they going hard putting up their own curses.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
So when we get on camera, you going through things in your personal space, these dudes is asking for us to die, bro.
Yeah. They going 10 times harder because they worked hard for that true forgetfulness. So they like, nah, we gotta make them unconscious again.
Yeah.
Right.
Maybe the spell is wearing off.
Yeah.
The spell is wearing off.
And you looking at these dudes like they just regular. Bro, Jeffrey Epstein got killed in a federal penitentiary where there were security guards at. All of a sudden they went to sleep.
Right.
These dudes is traveling to
knock the whole
Jeffrey, remember me? They put it right to sleep. They put Jake right to sleep. I believe that. So you can rewind. This nigga sound crazy. I believe that these people are tapped in, bro.
Yeah.
I know they are.
They always got.
Because there's no way that Israel is so big,
but
we're so divided.
Right.
We outnumber them.
Oh, shoot. What was the main thing that dude? It was a Moabite king. The main thing to make Israel weak was witchcraft. He hired a sorcerer.
Right.
Balak of the land.
Yeah.
Right.
That's the only way. How you gonna have people outnumber? Remember, Esau numbers is going down.
Yeah.
That's why they were talking about Mago.
Yeah.
That's why they don't want the Edomite girls to get abortions.
Yeah, you're right.
They're like, yo, our numbers is going down.
Yeah.
Because Jake is laying with their women, having Israelite babies, Blake Griffin, or still Israelite men, and they know that.
Right.
You know?
Right. That's why the jab is important.
Right.
Bill Gates curbing the population.
Yeah. Georgia Guidestones just blew up for no reason. These dudes are doing crazy. Bro, if you could only imagine what they're doing. Yo, bro, And the Most High show us a whole bunch of stuff, man. You know? Yeah, priest.
It says, but against principalities.
So we're not fighting no human army of you, the ops.
Right.
No, these are dudes, they moving like spiritual gangsters, bro.
Right.
They got our pictures saved. They probably got all type of candles up under it.
Yeah.
Burning the ashes over it.
Right.
Spitting blood on it.
Yeah.
They're doing the same thing that the Egyptians with Janus and Janus were doing.
Yeah. Getting our blood vials from the doctors.
Yeah, they know brothers, bro.
Right.
You think that these people don't know you out of your mind, bro. They was using the stars to find your Abishai.
Oh, yeah, bro. Oh, yeah, that's how obsessed they was.
They was using stars because they understood the connections, bro.
Yeah.
How was it again?
Yeah. Yeah.
It says, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of against the rulers of the darkness of this world.
We not fighting, bro. We fighting rulers dudes that are generals.
Yeah.
General Zod ass niggas, bro. Off the dog. We not fighting no regular KKK, man. We talking about some top level demonic.
Right.
Motherfucker look like goddamn Prince Harry or one of them dudes, man. King Charles.
Yeah, King Charles.
And you thinking these guys are some old? You remember when they was catching the Rothschilds?
Yeah.
That dude with the old decrepit. That dude is a top demon, bro.
Yeah.
That dude probably could lift a fucking Mack truck.
Yeah. We come up underneath the orders of Adam. You got shows. They had a show called Lovecraft.
Yeah.
And they were showing you, the order that they were eating the parts of the liver. He said, "You have to devour part of my liver now." Mm-hmm. You know? Yeah, hey man, that's what they got going on.
Eating some six of pieces and all types. These niggas different. They go crazy, bro.
It says, against the rulers of the darkness of this world.
We're fighting rulers, bro. We're not fighting no peons, bro. Right. These are top elite demonic dudes, bro. Some Doctor Strange motherfuckers, bro. Yeah. Traveling, open up portals. Back in New York.
Yo,
walking past brothers, throwing stuff on the floor. You know?
We serve as the rulers of our nation.
That's a fact.
Yeah. It says, against spiritual wickedness in high places.
No, not the projects, bro. These dudes is probably on top of the mountains in Tibet somewhere.
Right.
Going crazy, fucking in the stuff. Ain't eating for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Trying to get us killed.
Yeah.
Asking the Most High, this says the accuser of our brethren. Let me get that real quick.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Mm-hmm. That's it.
No, it's more.
Verse 13, wherefore take unto you the whole armor of Yahweh by Shem Yahushua, that ye may be able to withstand.
No, brother, go buy a gun from Walmart.
Mm-hmm. It says, wherefore take unto you the whole armor of God.
No, brother, go buy a bulletproof vest.
Mm-hmm.
No, you can't fight them like that.
Right. Can't.
That's why Jake think, yo, how come we didn't fight back? Because it wasn't a physical fight, bro.
Yeah.
They put a spell on us.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can't say in one instance, we the strongest people alive.
Yeah.
We this, we that. We built Black Wall Street. We did it.
We the top boxers.
Yeah, we the top boxers.
Yeah.
Yeah, we this, we that. We got the best. We the best boxers. Nobody could. So why we couldn't fight back?
That is good.
Because it wasn't about a physical fight.
Yo.
It was never about that. You know? Yeah.
That ye may be able to stand in the evil day, having done all to stand.
That's right, man. You got to make sure you do everything in your ability through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, so you can be able to stand when that time comes. You see? We're going to wrap it up after this. Let me get Peter's 2:1, the pure minds. Good. Yes.
Revelations 12:10. And I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, now is come salvation and strength and the kingdom of our power.
It says now have come, meaning prior to that, he was messed up.
Mm-hmm.
Now have come salvation.
Mm-hmm.
You see?
Wow. I said and strength.
That's powerful right there.
And strength.
And strength. He was weak.
That's spiritual because we was physically strong. They had us, the Mandigo warriors, you know, and all of this. We lifting and moving shit like oxen. So yeah.
It was actually treating Jake like a cattle.
Right.
Having the strong, big black man.
Right.
Messing with the big, thick black woman. And they
right.
were certain Shaquille O'Neal, goddamn Zion Williamson motherfuckers on the plantation. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We got game on
time? Revelations 12:10, and I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, now is come salvation and strength and the kingdom of our power and the power of Hamashiach. For the accuser of our brethren is cast down.
So, prior to us getting our strength back, it was somebody that was accusing us.
Wow.
Oh, he was on high.
On high.
So he had to be cast down.
Wow.
When he got cast down, that's when we got all our...
Right.
Because he was a... Right. Curses 24/7, bro. And they got dudes that do that, just like how you got Jake. All they do is play basketball, work out, stunt. think about flossing. You got a group of people, all they doing is thinking about putting curses. They already know who you are.
Right. Right.
They was following your Shah based on stars, bro.
Yeah.
So what were they tapped into?
Right. Yeah. You got niggas that do 24/7 gas stations, 365. You don't think that they got spiritual warlocks and witchcraft going on in various parts of the world? Absolutely.
They got their own book.
They
got their own spells and curses. Them dudes is going in, bro.
Yeah.
You know? And you can't say you don't, whether you believe or not, you don't have to believe it.
You know, yeah.
They can still fuck with you. They don't have to believe it. Just like you don't gotta believe this truth. You're subject to this truth.
Hey, well, shit. If you don't believe it, then you setting yourself up for the kill. Because now you don't got that covering cast over you. Now you just susceptible to any and everything.
These dudes put spells, hoping that our food is bad. Why do you think they put all this shit in our food?
Oh yeah.
We would have been died if it wasn't for the grace of the Most High.
That's right.
The mercies we are not.
You know what stuff they found in the waters?
Yeah.
All type of chemicals. They like, yo, how the fuck these niggas still alive? It's like, yo, bro, man. Brakatah Yahweh, Brakatah Yahweh Shah, man. These dudes been trying to kill us since the time we was born.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For the accuser of our brethren is cast down, which accused them before our power day and night.
Damn, so they like the angels who pray nonstop. There's angels who pray nonstop. They like the left hand ones just praying. It said day and night.
Day and night.
So while you out chilling,
they got a rotation. They got a 12-hour. You got a 12-hour shift, and then he probably
zoned out, bro.
Yeah, saying y'all
eyes probably black. Just like they show you that movie Dr. Strange.
Yeah.
They probably got a whole temple of dudes. Listen to all type of music, putting spells on the music.
Yeah.
You know, these the same guys they tapped in from before the forget. All that ties in, bro. All of it.
It's powerful too because it said our power, so they know our power.
That's the dude. They know
and they're going before our power. Y'all watching outside trying to say, look at your people, look at what they're doing.
Right.
They deserve the blessing.
Right. Like the Most High don't know. You just put a whole goddamn 2-hour spell on them.
Right.
You know?
For him to go, set the parameters, the traps, everything.
Jerk off. Like you had what's that shit in Lovecraft.
Oh yeah.
Remember the dude was whispering shit in his ear?
Yeah.
And they was watching them.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Inside of a bubble.
Inside a bubble.
You seen that?
I seen Lovecraft, but I ain't watching it.
Man, Lovecraft is crazy, bro.
Oh, they was doing heavy curse. They put. Sometimes you wonder why you can't even get up out the bro. They made sure they couldn't get up out the room.
All of a sudden you be horny. Watch porn.
And they sit there and watch. And they was sipping wine, champagne.
Yeah.
That's their royal dainties. Put curses and let's watch.
Yeah. Let's watch him go off. Now I'm gonna let the father do what he does. You know?
Oh, that's it.
They show you, in that movie, Lovecraft, right? They caught the little girl, and the cop did a spell.
Yeah.
And spit in her mouth. He spit in her mouth.
Yes.
And closed it up.
Yeah.
But he did a curse on her.
He put a curse on her.
And her damn arm started withering away.
She kept seeing spirits follow her. Yeah, bro. Yeah,
Nobody
bro.
else could make out what she was going through.
No, that's what you got a lot of drink that's bugged out in the psych ward.
Yeah. Smiley XXX, you bugged out. You got a measly 32 views in 10 years. You're done.
I hope you find that door, man.
Right, find that little door opening. Okay? You're finished, bro. Go ahead. See you next. I guess I see you next lifetime. I see you in another realm, bro.
God.
Good.
Second Peter 3:1.
Yeah.
This second epistle, beloved, I now write unto you, in both which I stir up your pure minds by way of remembrance.
So when I heard the apostles say the name of the Lord, Yahweh Shah, it was like I woke up. And you remember that? You remember when I used to be in the house? Having mad dope solo with him. That used to be my father used to be hot with me.
It'd be all over the floor,
I used to have
room, on the wall.
Bro, I used to be writing down. I used to watch the apostles every day, bro. I used to, you go upstairs, on the left was my room, and then we had like a room like this, like a media room. And bro, I used to be in that room on the computer. My father was like, "Oh, you on that computer all day?" Cause when I seen Apostle Rama at the bar, Apostle Carr, who was the other brother name? But Lawyer. Woo! But brother Ben Lawyer, when I seen them brothers, bro, it was like it put me on a whole other track. And it was over after that, bro. It was over, bro. It was over, bro. Whatever I thought I was going to do, I stopped all my nonsense, bro. You know, and then the Lord walked with me in my crooked ways. I still was, you know, but I remember it was like, yo, because I kept wanting, because what happened was I was watching the apostles and he kept talking about, you know, I don't even know the Lord's name. I'm like, what's the Lord's name? So a video went by 1 week, second time, I probably was missing it. Right. They probably was saying it, but I didn't hear it. Right. When I heard them say, the Lord's name is Yahweh, Bahashem. Yeah, shit.
That was it. Tree of forgetfulness, chop down.
Yeah, man. So Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh, shout for our elders, man. You know? Yeah.
That ye may be mindful of the words which was spoken before.
So now when we hear that, now we're mindful. We go into Genesis, Leviticus, Deuteronomy, Numbers.
Right. You heard it before.
Right. Yeah.
By the holy prophets and of the commandments of us, the apostles of the Lord and Savior.
That was a wrap, man. So that proved that your witchcraft didn't work. Just like your witchcraft didn't work in the time of Moses. So your tree of forgetfulness actually revealed who you were, that you was a Hamite, revealed you was an Edomite, revealed you was an Ishmaelite, revealed you was a Moabite, revealed you was an Ammonite, and it revealed that I'm an Israelite. Woo! You see? So your tree of forgetfulness was actually a tree of remembrance.
Right.
See? Yeah.
That was it on that.
Powerful. Well, that's verse 2, right?
Yeah, that was verse 2.
Another precept. Numbers 23 and 23. Surely there is no enchantment against Jacob, neither is there any divination against Israel. You know, just laying back off of what the brother said, man. You know, there was no enchantment throughout all the witchcraft and sorcery that Esau and these other heathen nations conspired together to make, you know.
It was going to be a elect that you wasn't going to be able to bug out.
Exactly.
The Most High always been for remnant. You know what I'm saying? It shows that your enchantments ain't that strong, man. Your tree of forgetfulness actually didn't work, bro. Right. Because we back. You thought you never see our faces, but we're back. Yeah. I think it's more on that article right there. I think I can read that. That's more important. Scripture's more important.
It's a little bit more.
All right, yeah.
According to this time, it shall be said of Jacob and of Israel, what hath the Most High wrought? You see, again, just pushing forward that fact, man, that the enchantments of these heathen men, it never worked against the elect. The elect, as brothers was going into earlier, right? Being predestinated from the beginning. The victory is already written in the scriptures. You see, overcoming the beast. All right, that's already written. So all of your witchcraft and your divinations, they're not going to profit you anything because the elect are already written to win. You see,
precept for you mentioned.
It says the tree of return. It says next to the grave. So they have an area over there called the tree of return. It says next to the grave is a tree that kings planted to protect themselves. The kings of Dahomey were afraid that the slaves who died at sea or in foreign land would turn into spirits and roam the world seeking vengeance. The tree upon which rituals were made was supposed to act as an anchor for returning spirits, meaning keep them down.
Right.
Making sure they would not find the king or his family in their vengeful roaming and found peace in their land.
Wow.
So this is what they was doing.
Wow.
Because they knew who we were.
Right. Right.
You see? They knew who we were. They knew it was going to be, but they still, and they wanted to enjoy this kingdom for a short moment. They chose, they could have went and leave with us.
Yeah.
Right? Now we're going to kick your behind when we get the chance.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But like you said, that curse became our awakening. Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 45. Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee and shall pursue thee and overtake thee till thou beest destroyed, because thou hearkenest.
So the whole point was for the captivity to destroy us.
Right.
That was the whole point.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So when Jake be like, yo, we went through all this, and they did destroy us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we was destroyed.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to keep his commandments and his statutes which he commanded thee.
So the reason why we went, it wasn't because they were stronger than us.
Right.
It wasn't because they changed. It wasn't because they was actually being led by a chariot to get to America.
Yeah. Yeah.
You see?
Yeah.
It was because he wasn't following the commandments.
Chariot led them there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Actual angel of the Lord.
Yeah. They call it Elmo.
Elmo's fire.
Elmo's fire. Right. Check that out. So everybody was in league. Like, you know what, man? Put these dudes in captivity, man.
Right.
You know? Yeah.
Verse 46, and they shall be upon thee for a sign. And
A sign means what? To show who you are.
right.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Somebody like, show me a sign.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Meaning to point you in the right direction.
Right.
If I see this, then I know.
I know. Right. Yep.
You see, if I see the yoke of iron, who's the only people that got? That's my thing.
Yeah.
You know.
Mm-hmm. A sign and for a wonder upon thy seed forever. That's it, man. So, like you was saying, that curse, all right, was actually the awakening, because this Deuteronomy is where brothers be like, nah, we the Israelites.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
That was it.
Psalm chapter 83, verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
Keep not thou silence, O power. Hold not thy peace and be not still, O Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult.
They did what?
Wow.
They made a tumult.
Damn.
They said, yo, you know what? Let's try to form a confederacy with us together,
Right.
but let's take them down. Because we can't do it by ourselves. They got to be a collective. They got to be a collective.
Right.
You know? Yeah.
When you look up that word tumult, it means uproar of commotion. So you think about like a war cry. You know, that's how that was. That was an act of war against us by taking away our heritage.
Yeah.
You know? And they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They have taken crap. That tree of forgiveness, that's crafty. Who would have thought that?
You know, yeah.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
A tree deals with bearing fruit.
Mm-hmm.
A tree deals with a whole bunch of stuff, man.
Yeah, your roots.
Your
family
roots,
tree.
right? Your family tree.
Yeah.
But you making them walk around to forget.
Yeah.
You join the league. He's saying cha-cha slide.
Yeah.
Race it.
Yeah.
Ishmael with his, he bugging the hell out.
Yeah.
Tearing you up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation.
Cut that tree down from being a nation. Good.
That the name of Israel.
That the name, it was all, that was the forgiveness part.
That's the forgetfulness.
They didn't want us to know the name of Yahweh. That's what is no other name written in heaven.
Right.
You know?
Acts 1:12.
Yeah. No other name. So they knew the code was the name.
Yeah. That's what he got to be saved.
Look what Delilah did. She
Yeah.
made him tell them the secrets.
Yeah.
And what they did? They attacked it. That's how you know the name, the language was important.
Yeah.
Because we speak English.
Right.
When Delilah did that move, he said, yo, here is my She attacked. She went right. She didn't try to take the heel of his legs. She went right to the head. If I cut I'm gonna lose my power.
Mm-hmm.
So they knew their name. That's why they switched the language.
Yeah.
When you look at the other nations, right? Ishmael they got Arabic.
Yo, come on.
Moab got Chinese.
Yeah.
Ammon got Japanese.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah, they got their origins.
Everybody got two languages.
Mm-hmm.
We the only ones that got what? English.
Yeah.
Right. And to add to what the brother.
It's like in Puerto Rican, they got Spain. They got these slave masters. Everybody,
Yeah.
but all of us have English.
Right.
It's fucking good.
No, you could go. And to add to what the brother Elak has said, right? We don't have an origin. When you look at Israel, right, and you look in the history books, Jake has a starting point that starts with slavery. That's where their history is acknowledged. After that, the history books will lie to you and say, "Nigga, you was in the jungles." Or some bullshit.
Or better yet, it just get all spooky.
Yeah.
You start thinking you're a reptilian. You don't know Jake just start thinking all type of dumb shit.
Yeah.
But that goes into those fucking divinations.
Forgetfulness.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Continuing on, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance, for they have consulted together with one consent.
So it wasn't about cutting off their water.
Right.
Because they know they can't stop us if they cut off their water.
Right.
It wasn't about killing us because we can always multiply.
Right.
They attacked the name. Because we ain't nothing without the name of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua.
Yeah.
You see? They knew that they understood that was our power.
Mm-hmm.
The name. Yeah.
They are confederate against thee, the tabernacles of Edom, and the Ishmaelites.
You see, they named them number one. These were the main people that had Ishmael funded the boats.
Yeah.
It's my fault. Amalek funded the boats.
Right.
Ishmael helped out. These are the main people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of Moab.
Moab helped out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And the Hagarenes.
The Hagarenes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Gabal. And Ammon. And Amalek.
Mm-hmm.
The Philistines.
Mm-hmm.
With the inhabitants of Tyre.
Ham.
Tyre.
Tyre, Ham, Philistine. That's Goliath. Those are tall. That's them.
Yeah. They didn't forget. They were like, King David kicked my ass. Y'all was kicking my ass.
And King David did it all through the name. They knew that.
Oh, yeah.
Man.
They knew that.
So, you can't. As long as they got that name, that's it.
It was doing too much.
Man, that shit sound like a bitter women convention. All these nations coming together and confederate.
Oh.
Wait. I know how you feel, man. We went through that shit too, man. We gotta get rid of that, man.
Hey, I know
your pain.
Remember Belly eating a banana? That shit.
Man. Asher also is joined with them. They have holpen the children of Lot. Selah. Do unto them also the Midianites, as to Sisera, as to Jabin, as the brook of Kison, which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth.
What was the equality? Everybody was invited except Israel.
But that's why, listen, that's why you notice when Martin Luther King and all these dudes was getting dogs, it was on national TV.
Yeah, right,
Why nobody, no other nation came and said, yo, what y'all doing, man? I can't do that. These are people just like us. Everybody sat back and watched it.
Yeah.
That's because they was in on it. You guilty by your silence.
Right.
Y'all was all guilty. You see? Y'all was all guilty by your silence.
Right.
Because now when Ukraine go through something, pray for Ukraine.
Right. Yo, Con. Yeah.
Everybody got to be involved with it.
Yeah, you got to wear it on a t-shirt, lead a company, leading that shit.
Right. But when we went through something, that let you know y'all was all in on it.
Man, no demonic woman king coming.
No. Actually, when Marcus Garvey, remember he was saying, trying to get the boats to go back to Africa. Amalek was selling them messed up boats. Check that out. Amalek, he was going to Amalek to buy boats. Amalek was selling them messed up boats.
Oh, word.
Boats were messing up, break engines failing.
Oh.
He went back to Africa. They dissed him. Oh, man.
Oh, yeah.
Pan-African event. There was that. You know? And he died depressed.
Make their nobles like Oreb and like Zeb. Yeah, all their princes as Zabah and Zamuna.
That's what.
Yeah.
What? Got some? Can I get a precept? This is the book of Baruch 4 and 26. Yeah, I'm gonna start 24. Like as now the neighbors of Zion have seen your captivity.
Ooh, the neighbors. Just read it.
So shall they see shortly your salvation from our power, Yahweh.
That's it right there, bro.
Which shall come upon you with great glory and brightness of the everlasting.
Man.
Verse 25, Baruch 4:25. My children, suffer patiently the wrath that has come upon you from God. So we know exactly who we came from.
Wow.
It wasn't your bullshit boats. It wasn't your chains. It wasn't your plantation. It was from Yahweh Bashem Yahushua.
Wow. For disobedience.
That was a direct, the Most High showing us, I'm the sender. Like, you know, you give somebody mail, you put your name on it.
This was coming from me.
This came from me.
Right.
I use these clowns, but it came from me.
Wow.
You hurt me. So now I'm going to hurt you.
Wow.
It says, my children suffer patiently. So the Bible is saying, yo, they say, no, you got to deal with this, bro. Suffer patiently the wrath that has come upon you from the Most High. For thy enemy hath persecuted thee, but shortly thou shalt see his destruction and shalt tread upon his neck. Verse 26, Baruch 4:26. My delicate ones have gone rough. My delicate ones have gone rough ways.
Right.
Yeah.
When you look at that transatlantic slave trade, the demonic was right there in that western part. We went all the way through, and we came up into the Americas, and everywhere they dumped us off.
Yeah, but the rough ways is that that shit was violent, bro.
Yeah, it was violent.
A lot of people ain't making it back to them. A lot of them died, got sick.
Yeah.
It says, my delicate ones, see, slavery have gone rough ways and were taken away as a flock caught of the enemy. Check this out. Verse 27, this is why we going through slavery. This is what the Bible is saying. Be of good comfort.
Wow. It's got to be a good comfort.
Who's the comforter, though? You got to tap in with the right comfort. Because they try and seek comfort in everything. But they'll never find that true comfort unless they come back to the word. That's the only way you're going to be of good comfort.
Baruch 4:27. Be of good comfort, O my children, and cry unto Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. For ye shall be remembered of him that brought these things upon you. See, always say, man, the white man, no. They think we mad. No, bro, we understand he's a vessel, man.
Right. Oh, you ain't let me eat at your restaurant. I can spend my money wherever I want. It's not about you eating at their restaurant or powerhousing them financially. No, this is the Lord. It's about crying unto God.
That's it. That's the answer you should be coming back with. All right, you want me to eat at your restaurant? Let me go pray.
Yeah.
You know? It says, what was that?
27.
It says, verse 28, for as it was your mind to go astray from the Most High, so be in return, seek him 10 times more.
Wow.
So it was your mind. You did it. You wanted to go away from me. Now you got to work 10 times harder to get with me again.
Wow.
And that's what us being on the highways and byways is all about.
Yeah.
Being cursed at, we going 10 times harder to the best of our ability.
That's my ability.
So we didn't have to work this hard to get blessings.
No.
It was simple.
Yeah.
Go to the priest, drop this off.
Right. All the holidays, and we had the time to do it. Now you gotta work.
Now you gotta work 10 times harder.
Yeah, you balancing this.
You got a job, you got this, you got bills. Oh, you know, got the counsel, you gotta sit down with brothers.
Yeah.
You know? It says, verse 29, for he hath brought these plagues upon you. shall bring you, and upon you shall bring you everlasting joy again with your salvation. That's how you know this is nation specific. Because everybody didn't go through the rough ways.
Everybody didn't get their ass kicked. Come on, right?
So it's funny because everybody want our salvation,
right?
But they don't want our
They
struggle.
don't want our struggle. Come on, you can't take one without the other.
We gotta deal with it. We dealt with it,
right?
We took the bitter.
That's a fact.
We had to eat pig feet.
That's a fact. We had to.
We had to eat scraps. They gave us lemon on purpose. You think there was no other fruits growing? Right. Yeah. They gave us lemon because they knew it was bitter.
Sour, yeah.
Mad acidic.
Yeah.
And we turned it to lemonade.
Yeah.
It says, verse 30, take a good heart, O Jerusalem, for he that gave thee that name will comfort thee. Now check this out. You notice most of them African countries, right? Mm-hmm. They're the most poorest, fucked up, going to war. Yeah. Look at this, verse 31. Miserable are they that afflicted thee, and rejoice at thy fall.
That's right.
Yeah, Israelites that was in Ethiopia. Yeah, Israelites that was in a synagogue. All over. Yeah. Them all the people that betrayed us. Look at their countries now.
Yeah, shit.
Flies in the eyes, Somalian flies. Big pot bellies full of air. Yeah. Miserable are they that afflicted thee and rejoice at thy fall. Miserable are the cities. Look at all the cities that Ohio. Yeah. Everybody's fitting them out.
Yeah, sending dust storm tornadoes, wiping you niggas out clean.
Everybody struck out on goddamn heroin. All across America. Miserable are the cities which thy children serve. Miserable is she that received thy sons. Wow. America, you are miserable. Yeah. You can try to act like we're not in a recession all you want. We know you're miserable. Yeah. Because the Bible says so. That's a fact. Right.
Matter of fact, a lot of people are having more mental breakdowns. That's a new thing. The mental breakdown of people is at an all-time high. Yeah. They're miserable.
Verse 33, group 433. For as she rejoiced at thy ruin and was glad of thy fall, so shall she be grieved for her own desolation. Woo. So now it's your turn to deal with this. Yeah. Verse 34, for I will take away the rejoicing of her great multitude. Right. No more.
That's why they gotta say MAGA, make America great again. Because the shit ain't great no more.
Damn.
You know? That's why he's saying that.
America's miserable.
Is it miserable?
And her pride shall be turned into mourning. And everybody crying and protesting.
Crying, yeah, marching up, storming the Capitol. You know?
Verse 35, for fire shall come upon her from the everlasting. Listen. Wow. Long to endure, and she shall be inhabited of devils for a great time.
I didn't read that part. That shit we go with Isaiah. Revelations. Come on, man.
Verse 36. O Jerusalem, look about thee towards the east. Wow. Eastern mentality, man. That's what the Lord wanted. You got this dude from Boston Celtics, the head coach. He was engaged to Nia Long, and he was messing with another woman. Do you know there's nothing wrong with you having another woman? Right. That's when you look at everybody from the east, Ham, Ishmael, they all got multiple women. Right. Well, why is this a big thing? Because people have a westernized society way of thinking, man.
Joe Mazzulla?
No.
Boston Celtics coach.
Head coach.
The head coach. Udoka?
Oh, yep. Udoka. Yep. It says, and behold, the joy that cometh unto thee from the Most High. So we looking for the East for that. We want the East back. When the East is in the house. Verse 36.
When you look at a compass, what side is the East on? The right way.
Right way, yeah.
See? The West won't the right way. It was the opposite.
Left way.
Wow, yeah.
Verse 37, last one. Lo, thy sons come, whom thou sentest away. Woo! They come gathered together from the east to the west by the word of the Holy One, rejoicing in the glory of God.
Yeah, that's why they wanted to stop the word. That's why you go hard shutting down YouTube, but the witchcraft ain't working no more.
We're getting stronger.
God.
Hey, man, with that being said, we broke down the understanding of the tree of forgetfulness. But you know what, brothers? It gave us remembrance, man. It made us work 10 times harder. So now, guess what? It's like if you had a son and he did certain things, now he got to work that much harder to be in your grace. You know? And that's beautiful. Because you know what? When something is given to you, see, Israel got it for too easy. They didn't really appreciate it. To know what it was to relax. Have a Sabbath where you could just, you know, multiple women and, you know, do the hot, you know what I mean?
Right,
Now we,
your man and everything.
Now we understand because now we got to work for it. We like, damn, you know, your hairline being on. Look, my hairline, George Jefferson, bro. I wish my hair was, you know what I'm saying? Every brother go through their own thing. You know what I'm saying? You know, having a beard. You know, brothers' beards don't grow properly. You know? And that's why John, he said, yo, who are these, man?
Right.
But they even look like brother the Israelites. Like, yo, brother, don't grow a beard. Like, brother bad little compared to how King David do with Johnny, bro. You know, over the course of time, we shrunk. So, hey, man, I say that to, you know, that was Rocket Yahweh Shah for making us earn it. You know? And we not earning it. Yahweh Shah earned it.
Right.
Because all our righteousness is what?
Filthy rags.
Filthy rags.
Come on.
So, big ups to Yahweh Shah for doing what he did because we earned it through him.
That's right.
And with that being said, I give all the fitting honor to our Lord and Savior, Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'Shem, B'Kar. Double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS. Big ups to the brothers from GMS Charlotte. All the brothers, great brothers. Big ups to the brothers from Shepherds of Berea Camp. Big ups to everybody pushing this truth, man. With that being said, come down, Charlotte. Come down, Charlotte. Come down, Charlotte. Shalom.